The time of my life.
Okay. Welcome to Movie Monthly, the show where we look at the films coming up in the next month of this show is for August 2017.
Very informative.
Thank you. I'm Rick, and this is
Andy.
And I mean, just to quickly say, like, to beat last month, or this month as we're currently recording, July is going to take some doing. I mean, we've had some huge films.
What came out in July?
We had Spider-Man Homecoming, which I think is going to be one of the highest budget, like, box office, I think. We've got Dunkirk. It was a big drop-off, though. It was. Because then you had War for the Planet of the Apes straight after that.
You did.
And then that also had a big drop-off.
Had some CG monkeys in it.
It did some very good... I mean, I've done reviews for all these films, so check them out on popcornography.co.uk.
Plugging away.
In a little bit.
Plug it.
And then we had Dunkirk, which is also a fabulous film.
I haven't seen it yet. I can't wait.
You're someone who doesn't like to know anything about the film.
I like to know literally nothing.
So
doing this show hurts me.
I'm going to keep my mouth shut. But it's a good film. I'm very excited. I want to know what you think of it.
I like that we have a messaging group, and you mentioned very briefly, like, oh, it's a good film, and the other guy in the group was like, I wanted to know nothing about that film.
All I said was it's good. Surely you want to know if it's good or not? No?
Nope.
Okay. Even you, no?
Nope. We'll get you trained eventually.
Oh, mate, I'm
it's
sorry.
Nothing.
I'm sorry. But no, like I'm looking at the list for this month. It is strong. If it'll be July, I'm not sure. Potentially, from a film perspective, like quality of film, it could. Just from a box office point of view, it might not. Does that make sense? Like, it hasn't got the pull of Spider-Man.
I can see what you mean, yeah. There's nothing in here which has, like, got a big name attached to it. There's nothing in here which has, like, oh, it's a franchise. Like, we're building off of a franchise. There's no big hitter in here. But the quality, well, we'll get into some of the quality of this.
Yeah. Well, we'll quickly touch on Atomic Blonde. Now, we didn't mention it in last month's because it's right on. It's 28th of July for America. We, unfortunately, have to wait a little bit longer as Brits. We always tend to have to.
But we're damn good at waiting.
Well, if we have to. I mean, so we'll just quickly, it might already be out, but you excited for this?
Atomic Blonde? No. It looks like a knockoff Lucy. And Lucy wasn't good to begin with. So when you knock off something that wasn't good to begin with, what do you get?
Yeah.
Atomic Blonde.
I didn't mind Lucy. Mm-hmm. I know it went a bit mental at the end and it's all a little bit, but it was all right. And this one looks a little bit more of a relaxed Lucy, which is what I'd have preferred to have had.
I mean, it is interesting to see, like, whereas I'm kind of being hyperbolic in saying it looks like a knockoff Lucy because this doesn't have like the sci-fi elements and stuff that Lucy had. Yeah. But it does kind of look like it's leaning into B-movie territory a little bit, like, not in terms of it being bad, but in terms of that style of movie. Okay, yeah. I mean, the soundtrack just to the trailer, like, Sweet Dreams, I love that song, and it's all been remastered. It sounds amazing. Who am I to disagree? So
slightly better than that version. But no, I'm quite excited I would give it about a 6 on my excitement levels.
On your excitometer?
Yeah. We're going to do graphics for it, and then I was like,
"That's true. What happened to the excitometer?"
Well, for one, I don't know how to make them, and two, I just couldn't be bothered.
Next time, we're bringing you an actual thermometer, and we're going to measure our temperature every time and see how the excitement level is.
See how much we've heated up, how our heart's going. Out of 10, how excited are you?
What, on Lucy? Oh, sorry, on Atomic Lucy.
Lucy 2.
Like a 4.
Okay.
I'm not going to see this film, and I don't even know who's made it, to be honest.
Never see it ever?
No. Oh. It looks like an action film which you can just throw away. No one's ever going to talk about it.
This is one film I can tell you if it's any good or not.
Yeah.
I'll get you one shot with me.
Tell me all about this.
Right, what potentially could be pretty big? The Dark Tower, based on the book, which I've never read, but it's based on a book, apparently.
By? Put it on the spot there, didn't I?
That book writer fella.
Yeah.
Or woman. Stephen King. I've never heard of him.
Dark Tower with Matthew McConaughey and Idris Elba.
Yeah, and I love him.
Yep.
Honestly, he's high up in my actor charts at the minute.
The film, the concept for everyone doesn't know what the Dark Tower is. Kind of this kid goes into this like other world thing where there are like there's a clear good guy and a bad guy, and the good guy is what they call the last gunslinger. The idea being he's like the last of these kind of heroic people who have a very similar air about them to heroes of westerns of old. But it's kind of got like a sci-fi twist on it as well.
Yeah.
So conceptually it's really interesting. It's got a huge fan base behind it. I'll be surprised this film doesn't take at least a good amount of money.
Yeah, I thought so.
I don't think it looks like a particularly great film. I think it looks like a good film.
I get that.
But best thing about it, casting. Matthew McConaughey and Idris Elba, that's a great combination. That is an absolutely great combination.
It's definitely got the star power. I think from watching the trailer, for me, it's one of them films where they just go a little bit OTT, and some of the, how he's ricocheting the bullets about, and some of the lines fall a bit flat. And even if they're taking it from a book, it's like I don't shoot with my gun or something. I shoot with the heart.
I shoot from the air. Even the thing that struck me, and I could be wrong about this, so do correct me if I'm wrong, when he did the spinning of the gun, that looked fake. Yeah. Like, we've been doing that in cinema since like the 40s. Yeah. And it looked like CG'd the spin of the gun.
They probably have.
Which, come on guys,
this is what's annoying me, though.
Lazy.
There's too much. This is why I'm starting to get into more of these indie films and the lower budget films. Isn't it? Partly because of you, but also because as soon as I started watching a few of them, I thought, you don't need a big budget. You don't have to fill it with CGI to make a good film. And I feel this one's a little bit overproduced, and I don't know. I'm not particularly excited for it. I'm really. It's probably a 4 for me, possibly a 3.
I'm pushing this more to like a 6, maybe 6.5, because it's weird giving numerical scores to like excitement, but
yeah,
I think I'm pushing it more that way just because, like I said, Idris Elba with Matthew McConaughey. Matthew McConaughey's killing it at the moment. Yeah. Matthew McConaughey in like a kind of a villainous role. Yeah. Plus, it's like this beloved series. Mm-hmm. Interesting. The trailer that we watched before this show for this film didn't have the kid in.
No, yeah, it didn't.
No. I mean, it had him maybe, like, very, very briefly. Which makes me start to wonder, 1, where does the focus of the film lie? And 2, how much confidence do they have in that kid?
Yeah. That's true. I never picked up on that. But you're right.
I am, aren't I?
It's maybe because I'm just not that... I've never read the books and stuff, but maybe there is... I think there is the audience there. It's just, personally, for me, it's not really my style. Not my cup of tea.
That's probably, like, your biggest name this month.
Yeah.
As a title for a film, it's probably the biggest one.
Yes, I would say so as well. Because on the same day, you've got Detroit, which for me is... I'm much more excited for that film over The Dark Tower, and that's maybe why it drops down a bit.
This looks like a much, much better film.
It does, doesn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. It's like, you can tell the budget's lower, but it's based on a true story. It looks like a proper performance film.
Yeah, it's John Boyega. Obviously, we've seen most recently. Everyone's going to know him as Finn from Star Wars.
Yep.
Hopefully, it's going to be a role where he can get his teeth in a little more. It's directed by Catherine Bigelow, who did The Hurt Locker.
Yeah.
If you've never seen The Hurt Locker, go and watch The Hurt Locker because it's magnificent, and she knows how to do kind of like slow dripping tension.
Yeah.
This is exactly what this sort of film needs.
And you see that straight away from the trailer that it's got it.
So this actually, right now, if I was to say that's like of the month coming up, that's the film that's got my attention the most.
Yeah, 100%.
Looks
for
good.
Me too. It looks gritty, and even in the trailer, did you notice that where he sat in the interview room? That features a lot in a trailer. Yeah. And I love it when a film really focuses down on the characters, and it's just building the tension.
I love a good interview room. It's nothing that gets me more excited in the cinema than an interview room. But no, I know what you mean, because that tonally is saying this film is about characters, not about things happening.
Yeah, and CGI.
Yeah,
100%. And then, again, on the 4th, what are you doing, Hollywood?
Yeah, too much in one there, too much.
The Dark Tower, Detroit, and Wind River all got a 4th of August release date.
Wind River, for those who don't know.
Wind River it's got Jeremy Renner in it.
It does. It's got Hawkeye in it.
Hawkeye. It's got... Who is she in Avengers? She's Thingy Witch, isn't she?
Oh, Scarlet Witch.
Scarlet Witch.
I didn't even pick up on the fact that was her. I just literally watched the trailer about 2 minutes ago.
Imagine at the end where it turns out they're actually superheroes.
Yeah, it's a Marvel film.
Yeah.
Nick Fury walks on halfway through.
A murder mystery Marvel film.
Yeah.
It was me all along. Again, this one looks like a smaller budget type film. And I do like my mystery type. Keep you guessing all the way through. I'm intrigued with this one.
Do you know what this trailer said?
What did this trailer say?
This trailer literally on screen popped up saying, and I quote, "Not just another action thriller." Do you know what this film looked like? Just another action thriller. But they managed to get a little bit of star power in there, but only as enough star power as they could afford.
Okay.
They couldn't get like a Hemsworth. They had to go a little bit lower tier and get a Hawkeye.
They are. They're not the big pullers, are they? They're not your Matthew Mahogany.
Which like makes you think, actually maybe you'll get like an interesting performance out of it, but like when was the last time Matthew Renner gave an amazing performance?
Yeah.
Like, he's a good kind of...
I've never let him off of destroying the Bourne series, to be honest.
He's got like his what's his bloody name? We just said it. Hawkeye. Jeremy Renner. What Jeremy Renner does, he does kind of very well. He's a likable guy, a little bit charming, but not too far. A little bland. He's got everyman about him, hasn't he? He's a little bit of an everyman.
Yeah.
Outside of that, I could be wrong. This might actually be amazing. It might be a shit trailer. The trailer looked quite generic.
It's made me want to see it.
This isn't a film like I'm adverse to seeing. Right. This is more on our excitementometer. I'll take my pulse. And hang on, my excitementometer is currently saying it's like a 7.5. That's all right.
Yeah, that's pretty good actually. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna not quite that high. Maybe 6 or so. I think this is maybe one of them films where I will look for early reviews, and judge it off that, because you've got them big films that even if they get pretty poor reviews, you still want to go and see it. So if Spider-Man had got rubbish reviews, I'd have still gone and see that. Whereas this film is getting terrible reviews, I'd be like, right, I won't bother. But
yeah, I know what you mean. It's one of those things that you never want to say judge a book by its cover, never judge like a film by its trailer. But if this does come out and it gets like, it's getting 4 out of 10s from people, I am kind of going to not
probably
see it, to be honest.
Especially when you've got 3 films to choose from.
I don't know if even the guy who made it has done nothing else.
Yeah. No.
He's written a couple films. This is like his second film he's directed or something. It just looks like a bit.
Yeah.
No. I hope to be wrong.
But the mystery films can be good. Like if it does keep you guessing throughout and stuff, I like them.
Yeah. I mean, there's its strength. It's coming from a writer. Yeah. So maybe it is actually going to be more impressive than we think.
Yeah. I think to be fair though, out of them 3, I'd say Detroit, then Wind River, then The Dark Tower. The Dark Tower's just not doing it for me. I don't know why, but and then on the 18th, we've got The Hitman's Bodyguard. Ryan Reynolds, who has definitely got the star power. I mean, I think
he's riding a high.
Him in any film. He is definitely
coming off of Deadpool.
He is, of course, he is. Gary Oldman,
amazing.
Yeah, and Samuel L. Jackson.
Funny enough, last week in Film Club, this upcoming week in Film Club, we did a Luc Besson film called Leon the Professional, in which Gary Oldman does a hell of a performance. So right now, my Gary Oldman excitement, let me take my temperature on that, my pulse, my Gary Oldman excitement is up there.
Up there?
It's up there. But
where do I go?
In The Hitman's Bodyguard, this film just looks so cheesy.
Yeah.
It looks like this, like they know they're cashing in on like the Fast and Furious kind of audience. They know they're cashing in on, actually, I made a note of this. Do you remember when the first XXX came out?
Yeah.
The kind of vibe that's got.
Yeah.
Where it's like, Vin Diesel's kind of like the straight bodyguard type guy. He's like, he's been charged to look after this person. But there's a little bit of humour around him, but he's like the stern one.
I think you know, and I know exactly what we're going to get with this film.
This does kind of feel like they couldn't get Vin Diesel, so they put somebody else in the role.
I'll be honest, I'm glad that I can't stand that fella.
No, I don't. But it doesn't look very interesting.
It looks like your generic action flick. Sometimes, though, you need something like that.
Do you know what this trailer needed? a bit of text saying not another generic action flick.
Every trailer going forward is going to put that out.
And that to me, as an audience member, will be a sign to go, oh, it's just another generic action flick. Thanks for that. I don't need to go see it.
I do kind of want to... I like some... Sometimes I just want to turn my brain off, go to the cinema and just enjoy.
This could be a perfect film for that.
Kong was one of them for this year. I think that was you just turned your brain off, go and sit down. And I absolutely loved it. Sometimes you don't need... It depends on the mood you're in. But I'm actually...
If that's what people are looking for, I think this could fit that bill.
Yeah. Ryan Reynolds and Samuel L. Jackson fit. Gary Oldman in the middle of that's a bit of a weird blend, do you not think?
A little bit. But I know you haven't seen Leon. Watch Leon.
I do need to see Leon.
That will kind of show you a different side of Gary Oldman.
I am slowly working through all the films that I should have watched, and I'm getting it. I watched Whiplash the other day.
Oh, we love Whiplash.
That took me a while to get
camera's
to.
turned off, we'll talk about Whiplash.
Yeah.
When we do that on Film Club, you should come on.
Okay, yeah, definitely.
We're definitely doing that one day.
Yeah.
Love that film.
100% be there. Yeah. It's all fresh in my mind, so if you want to do it soon, that'd be good. And then there is a few other films, but they're the biggest ones, and we tend to choose some of the bigger blockbusters. And like you can see there, it's not rammed full. It's not a July.
It's not a July. What that means?
It's not a July.
It's an August.
It's an August. You're going to take anything away from this video? But there's Annabelle, the creation. You wanted to kind of touch on that.
I just think it's worth mentioning. Because I think there's going to be like a little bit of an audience out there for Annabelle. Like you've got your baked-in horror lovers who love things like this, and Annabelle from 2014, I want to say. It didn't do very well critically, but I know it took a fair amount of money. Obviously, this is why you got a sequel to it.
So it's just that kind of like, let's look, did all right. Let's get it.
They're gonna churn this out. It's gonna like, so the people who love horror are gonna probably enjoy this. They're gonna make just enough money to have made a little bit of profit. Look at it and go, okay, we probably shouldn't do a third one.
Right.
We've done it now. We've got a bit of money. Let's move on.
Yeah. Just ring out the rest of the.
A little bit. And it might be a bit of a cynical way to look at it, but some people will enjoy it, I'm sure.
You see, I'm not a big horror fan, and I didn't watch the other one, and so I have no idea about that one. Yeah. So, but yeah,
it's about a doll that kills people.
Yeah, all right.
How are you enjoying that doll I bought you last month?
Keep moving. It's weird.
A feature.
Knives keep disappearing.
That's a feature too.
So, out of all of them, what's your most excited for?
Oh, it's Detroit. 100% it's Detroit.
Yeah.
If anything, I might not even see anything else on this list, but Detroit is one which I definitely want to see. Catherine Bigelow has done amazing work, and there's no reason to think she's not going to do it again with Detroit.
Yeah.
I want to see more from John Boyega. He's charming and lovely in Star Wars, but you don't get to see a big range. Other than that,
clearly a good actor to be in Star Wars. I wouldn't have got him with it. The closest thing that I'm interested to in terms of like a turn off your brain. I'm not a turn off your brain sort of guy when it comes to cinema. No.
The closest thing to that is The Dark Tower for me, and I think that might be because I'm coming off of a little bit of a Western high from having recently watched Unforgiven.
Right.
And that's scratching a little bit of that itch, plus I love the cast again.
Yep.
Everything else, I'm not particularly interested.
Okay.
How about yourself?
Yeah, Detroit. And in the movie verse that I kind of, with my popcornography, always keeping up to date with the news and stuff, this is definitely one of the quieter films. I haven't heard very little other than to watch the trailers. There isn't much buzz around it, I don't think, unless I've just completely missed it somehow. This could be a sleeper hit. And
I mean, for a wide audience, there's no reason to have a buzz around it. Because a wide audience tends... Like, Catherine Bigelow doesn't have that name that, like, a Nolan does.
Yeah.
You know, Dunkirk's just come out, everyone's going, new Nolan film. Catherine Bigelow has got a name if you're into film. But, so like, other than that, Detroit has no reason. Yeah. Lots of people are probably looking at it going, isn't that PS4 game that's coming out?
Yeah, probably. No, I hope it does well. And I hope it's good. We'll find out. But that's your August. We'll be back next month with what comes after August? September's. And you can follow us on Popcornography. On Twitter, popcorn_media on Twitter, sorry. You want to do your Twitter?
Yeah, I'm at FilmicAndy, or you can find us on YouTube. If you search for One More Round Film Club, you'll find us. Come join the club and we'll start watching some old school films.
Classic films. And I tell you, I've watched so many because of you.
We try and find those gems. We try and find the ones that people haven't seen, but
I go, I need to watch that. I need to watch that. You forget about it, and then I see you review it, and I'm like, okay, I definitely need to watch this. So join us next month. Thank you very much. See you later.
Bye.